Welcome to UFly UAS Tutorials. In this video, I'll show you how to create a quick ortho photo and overlay it in hub.flylichi.com. This is especially useful when Google Maps hasn't been updated yet, for example, when there's a new structure on the site, but the satellite imagery still shows an empty lot. We'll start by creating a quick grid mission in Lichi and capturing the photos we need. Then, we'll use those photos to generate an Orthomosaic and add it as an overlay in the Lichi Mission Hub. Once the updated imagery is in place, we can use it to accurately plan our main grid mission, position our orbit missions, and collect the images needed for a successful 3D reconstruction. Before we get started, I'd like to thank my friend Angel Barrios Echevarria for sharing his photos for this tutorial. Angel is a civil engineer based in the city of Caguas, Puerto Rico. The photos were taken in Maunabo, and he recently reached out to me for help improving his drone mapping workflow. The photos he provided will serve as the real-world example we'll use throughout this tutorial. Angel is currently starting his own drone business, and his website is aerialintelpr.com, as you can see here in his logo. If the website isn't live when you visit, please give him a little time. He's still working on getting everything up and running. In the meantime, if you're in Puerto Rico and would like to connect with Angel, you can reach him at abarios1167@gmail.com. Info down in the video description. As you can see, Google Maps doesn't show the physical structure yet. However, Angel was able to fly a quick 3D modeling grid mission using Lichi Mission Hub. You don't need a large number of photos at this stage. We're simply trying to capture the basic shape and location of the building. We can then create a quick ortho photo and overlay it on top of Google Maps in Lichi Mission Hub. Now, let's take Angel's photos and create a quick ortho photo using RealityScan. If we open the photo folder, we can see that he captured only 144 images. That should be more than enough for this initial map, since we only need a clear view of the building's basic shape and location. I'll be using RealityScan to create the ortho photo, but you can also use WebODM or any other photogrammetry software you prefer. Just keep in mind that RealityScan is available only for Windows. If you're using a Mac, I recommend WebODM as an alternative. You'll find links to all the software mentioned in this tutorial in the video description below. I'm going to open the Epic Games launcher and select Unreal Engine from the menu on the left. You should see RealityScan in the menu at the top. If it's already installed, click Launch. If it isn't, click Install and follow the prompts to install RealityScan on your computer. The first thing I'm going to do is choose my preferred workspace layout. Then, I'll open the Alignment tab and click Settings. This opens the Settings panel in the bottom left corner. Expand Advance and find Distortion Model. Change it to Brown 4 with Tangential 2, which generally works better with drone imagery. I'm also going to reduce the maximum feature reprojection error from 2.0 to 1.0. This gives us a stricter alignment threshold and can help improve the accuracy of our results. Let's start by loading the images into RealityScan. Click the Workflow tab and then select the folder icon. Locate the folder containing all the images and click Select Folder. RealityScan will now import the photos into the project. Once all the images are loaded, click the Alignment tab and select Align Images. RealityScan is now aligning all the images to produce a rough, sparse point cloud. The processing time will depend on your computer's performance and the number of images you're trying to align. Just be patient and let the software do its work. Great! We now have a sparse point cloud, and that's all we need to create a quick ortho photo that we can overlay in Lichi Mission Hub. Our next step is to create the mesh. Let's open the Mesh and Color tab, and then select Normal Detail to generate the mesh. We don't need a high detail model because we're only using it to create an overlay for Lichi Mission Hub. The time it takes to generate the mesh will depend on your computer's performance and the number of images you're processing. Just be patient and allow RealityScan to complete the process. Great! Now that the mesh has been created, click Texture and let RealityScan apply the image textures to your 3D model. As I mentioned earlier, the processing time will depend on your computer's performance and the number of images in your project. Just give RealityScan some time to finish applying the textures. Great! We now have a fully rendered 3D model of the structure. We can use it to create an overlay in Lichi Mission Hub, giving us a more accurate reference for planning orbit missions, survey grids, and much more. This is a good time to save your work. Click the RealityScan icon, and then select Save. Choose where you want to save the project, give it a name, and click Save. We can now create our orthographic projection. Make sure you're in the Workflow tab, and then select Ortho Projection. Once you click Ortho Projection, the settings panel will appear in the bottom left corner. Find Coordinate System, and make sure both the Project Coordinate System and the Output Coordinate System are set to EPSG 4326, GPS WGS 84. This step is very important. If the coordinate systems aren't configured correctly, the orthophoto won't import into Litchi Mission Hub. Instead, you'll receive a warning asking you to change it to the correct coordinate system. Once those settings are in place, scroll back up and find Rendering Method, and select True Ortho from a textured model, and then click Render. RealityScan will now render the orthographic projection so it can be exported and used in Litchi Mission Hub. Great! Our orthographic projection is now ready. Under the Workflow tab, click Export, find Ortho or Color Orthographic Projection, and select it. A window will open asking where you want to save the orthophoto. Choose your preferred location, give the file a name, select the TIFF file format, and click Save. In the export settings, make sure the World File Coordinate System is set to Projected. Then, click OK to export the orthophoto. Now that the orthophoto has been exported, go back to hub.flylichi.com. Click the eye-shaped icon, select Overlay, and then click Select File. Locate the orthophoto you exported from RealityScan, and click Open, and then select Import. And just like that, your construction site or any other work site is now overlaid in Litchi Mission Hub. The great thing about this workflow is that you can use it for virtually any location in the world. Just keep in mind that the overlay works only in the 2D view, not in the Google Earth view, as you can see here. Make sure you switch to the 2D view for the orthophoto overlay to appear properly. Now that the overlay is in place, open your flight library folder and click the plus sign to create a new flight. Select Area Mapping, give your mission a name, choose the drone you'll be using, and then click Create. Click the location where your drone will take off, and then start creating your grid pattern around the area you want to map. Take your time adjusting the grid until you're happy with the area you want to map. Always extend the grid beyond the edges of the subject or structure. When you reconstruct the model, you can remove any extra data you don't need. But if the grid is too tight, you may end up with missing data around the edges, and you can't recover details that were never captured. Next, let's set the mission altitude. For this example, 150 feet should be a good starting point. Under Capture Mode, select Photo. Litchi gives you 3 options: Auto, Interval, and Waypoint Action. Choose the option that works best for your workflow. For this example, I'll use Interval with a 5-second photo interval and a flight speed of around 3.3 miles per hour for the DJI Mini 5 Pro. These settings should give me good front and side overlap between the images, which is important for creating an accurate 3D reconstruction. But if you're feeling adventurous, like me, select Manual and expand the advanced settings. From here, I can adjust the orientation of the grid and make any necessary changes to create the best possible flight path. I can also increase the overlap to a higher value to capture more images. The heading for a grid mission should be set to Follow Path. I'll configure the remaining camera settings when I start the mission in the field. For example, I can choose between 50 megapixel and 12 megapixel photos and set the shutter speed to at least 1/1000th of a second. This faster shutter speed helps reduce motion blur and capture sharper images. Now, I can click the simulation button in the upper right corner to preview how the drone will fly along the planned path. Looking at the simulation, I'm pretty happy with the flight path and confident that this mission will capture the data needed to create a good orthophoto, or 2D map. For a complete 3D model, I'll still need to create a few orbit missions around the site to capture the sides of the structure from different angles. Don't forget to export the mission to your DJI controller. If you're not sure how to do that, I've included a link to a step-by-step tutorial in the video description below. Now that we've completed our survey grid mission, let's create a few orbit missions around the site to capture the structure from different angles. Close the current mission, open your flight library folder, and click the plus icon to create a new flight. Select Waypoint, give the mission a name, choose the drone you'll be using, and click Create. Center the map over your site, click the point of interest icon, and then select Orbit. Try to click near the center of the structure so Lichi can place the 2 orbit waypoints around it. Next, click the Settings icon, select the waypoint icon at the top center, and increase the clockwise revolutions to create a complete circle around the structure. Next, make the orbit larger by clicking the up arrow until you're happy with its size. Then, click the point of interest icon and lower the point of interest height to approximately ground level. This will keep the camera aimed toward the structure as the drone flies around it. Next, click the flight icon and set the altitude for your first orbit. For this example, I'll set the altitude to around 80 feet and use the same flight speed of 3.3 miles per hour. Next, set the heading mode to point of interest. This will automatically set the gimbal pitch mode to point of interest as well. Then, click the simulation button in the upper right corner and switch to Google Earth view. Use the simulation to inspect the orbit and confirm that the camera and gimbal remain pointed toward the structure throughout the flight. Switch back to the 2D view and make any necessary adjustments to the orbit until you're happy with the flight path. Then, click the flight settings icon and export the mission to your DJI RC1, RC2, RCN2, or RCN3 controller. If you're not sure how to export the mission, I've included a link to a step-by-step tutorial in the video description. If you're like me and prefer to control almost everything manually, set both the heading mode and gimbal pitch mode to manual. This gives you full control of the drone's heading and the gimbal angle while it follows the orbit path. I recommend duplicating the orbit so you have 2 or 3 passes around the structure at different altitudes. Keep the same distance from the structure, but separate each orbit vertically by about 5 to 10 feet. For example, if your first and lowest orbit is at 80 feet, you could set the next one to 85 or 90 feet. This helps capture the structure from slightly different angles and provides better coverage for the 3D reconstruction. Next, open your flight library folder and create a separate orbit for the structure next to the building under construction. Click the plus sign to create a new flight, select waypoint and give the mission a name, choose the drone you'll be using, and click Create. If you're working on a site with several separate structures, I recommend creating an individual orbit mission for each one. This gives every structure better image coverage and helps them reconstruct more accurately in the final 3D model. Click the point of interest icon, select Orbit, and place the center point near the middle of the structure. Then, configure the orbit settings based on the size, height, and layout of that particular structure. Take your time and make sure you set the high of the orbit. The point of interest is set to ground level, the speed is set to 3.3 miles per hour, and confirm that both the heading mode and gimbal pitch mode are set to point of interest so the camera stays aimed at the structure. Once everything is configured, run the simulation and inspect the orbit for any necessary adjustments. When you're happy with the flight path and settings, export the orbit mission to your controller. And just like that, we went from an outdated Google Maps image showing an empty lot to a complete drone mapping plan using Lichi's overlay feature. We now have a survey grid and multiple orbit missions ready to capture the data needed for an accurate ortho photo and detailed 3D reconstruction. Congratulations on completing this advanced drone photogrammetry tutorial using Litchi Mission Hub's overlay feature. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. If you'd like to support the channel and help it grow, click the 3 dots, select Thanks, and choose your contribution. Any amount, no matter how small, is truly appreciated. And don't forget to hit the like button. It truly helps the channel grow. You can also support my videos directly from your phone. Simply swipe left, tap the hype button, and choose your hype points. You can also tap Thanks and select a contribution. Any support is truly appreciated. Watch this video next to continue learning. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more drone mapping and photogrammetry tutorials.